to start things off, 17-14 at half time, you must have had higher hopes for that in the second half.
Yeah, just knew we were in a tough fight, which you expect from the Blues. You know, they're standing the last couple of years. So, yeah, there was the team focused on continuing that battle in the second half. Probably, we had a few opportunities, had errors, and then they showed you how dangerous they can be end to end. A few missed tackles and a couple of embarrassing ones at the end there. But even later in that half, they're still sort of in that fight. But then, disappointing to have that score. But it is what it is, and the Blues did a good job.
Do you think the turning point is that the ball lost by a person like Craig in a scoring position?
That was an important one, at that time. So we had early in the game opportunities down their end, and didn't quite execute. And then we did got back in the fight, and that sort of period of time you want to be getting some reward out of that field position, and so they're little crunch moments, and then I think they went right down to the other end. So the guys were still competing, and there was still the last few minutes were disappointing, the way the score blew out there. But like I said, you get an opportunity with them, you've got to take it, because they're going to take theirs. So
is the absence of this timing especially, but physicality in the midfield a disadvantage for your team at the moment?
sorry, the absence of the physical.
So the midfield, at 12, 13, that big compared to what
Obviously, young Taj, he's 19, 20 years of age, just starting off his career there, and Flicky's just come back, so obviously you got guys like Isaac Hunter and I guess James have been there as well. So it's the Blues are a big physical side. We knew that, and that was a challenge for us, and they were winning those physical battles more often than not, and across the team. So, but Taj, example, playing at 12, 2-3 years time, he's going to be a big man in his own right, and he didn't let us down tonight. He was, giving his best effort there. So.
Lee, what was your take on it? It seemed like last week every tackle that needed to be made was, but perhaps it wasn't the case tonight. You really needed a few more.
It felt like a bit like that. We know they're a team that plays a fair bit on their C zone before they're halfway. We had a plan to sort of go out there and force errors out of them by overplaying their hand, and unfortunately I think they just probably dominated a bit of the contact in the middle. Then on the back foot of ascendancy they would spread it wide and have some good go forward, and often breaking tackles out there, which just made it hard for us to come back. On periods that we did sort of dominate that contact in the middle, we forced them a kick out of it and got to play our own game. On the other side of that, we probably overplayed too much in our C zone, and they got some good hits on us and made it tough.
Played the four best New Zealand teams this year now. Do you feel you've made significant progress on last year, or not as much as you wanted, or as much as you thought? What's the balance of assessment there against the four best side?
Look, I think the probably the disappointing thing for us is that it's really been evident that it's when we make errors or when we sort of don't execute our systems. I think last week's win showed that when we execute tackles, when we execute systems, execute game plan, sort of kick strategy, all that stuff, we're a good team. And games like tonight, the Crusaders game, we made lots of creation. We didn't finish them off. It's often sort of relating back to what our team is doing. Obviously, they're good teams, so they're heaping pressure on us. But I think that's still the little bit that we've got to figure out heading into the last 2 rounds.
You mentioned the last 2 rounds. It's become a very tight competition because of the way other teams are playing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 games on the road, how do you think your matches on the road have brought the team together or brought out good qualities in the team as well?
Yeah, I think that's probably always been a specialty of our group, is that when we go on the road like that, we find a way to bind together. Just that extra time with each other, I think, can help nail down those roles that we need and that little detail that sometimes costs us. So, look, we're looking forward to it. It's a challenge. It's, they're all teams vying for that final spot, so they're all do or die matches, really. And, we're going to have to find a way to get up for them and just keep fighting.
Have to win both of them?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your take, Thorny, on what's ahead and what sort of result have you seen in the team?
Everything to play for, really. 2 games, 2 weeks. Obviously, last week came back from New Zealand, got a job done there. Today, disappointment. You can't be too high, too low with this stuff and critique, take out of it the good stuff, the bad, the stuff that's needs to improve and build for the weekend. So that's the machine of what the competition is, and so we'll have the Highlanders and we'll have a plan and prepare for them, and there'll be a really tough assignment down there, and then the Drua. And the thing that's good about touring or I guess travelling is you do get to spend a fair bit of time together, which is always good connection for the guys, and chats and preparation and just being around each other. There's plenty to play for, and we'll recover from this game. And like I said, it's all around the Highlanders.
You'll get James O'Connor available again, then. How close is that perhaps to figuring either of the 2 games?
Possibly the Drua. We'll see where James is at. Hunter is probably more in line for the Drua. So yeah.
Anyone else possible?
Trying to think.
Isaac's no good.
No. So that's a disappointment. He was playing some good footy. So we'll see where it gets to.
Who are you happy with tonight in terms of doing exactly what you wanted?
Just thinking through the game. We're competing hard. So, what is it, 17-14 at half time, and game in the balance still well into the second half. So a lot of guys were, in general, working hard doing this guy is tireless. You got some of those young guys who are giving their best effort. We mentioned Taj. You've got young George Blake, starting the second game. Guys like young Zane coming on. There's a lot of people putting their effort on. Tom Liner added when he came on. Will so. It was competitive. There were opportunities, but they made the most of theirs, or they made them, and from long range as well. And like I said, there's a few tries at the end that were pretty disappointing. They were disappointing, basically, easy errors. So, but there was a fair effort. But this game's done now, and it'll be, like I said, critique and move forward.
You've spent a lot of your life in these, between these Besser block brick walls, giving speeches or running out playing games. Do you get, do you feel the emotion and the sense of history in these walls and in the dressing rooms, and this being perhaps your last coaching night here at the team?
Yeah, I feel. I probably wish that I did more, but I'm just the animal I am. I'm just, I just like see it as trying to win something. I'm a little bit not emotional around it because I think it maybe at the end of the season when it's finished, a couple of weeks later or a month or two, or think about things. But I'm sort of like just probably busy with this job, trying to prepare as best we can, and I guess you got a four-child family that's busy too. So I think down the track, I'll feel maybe some emotion about it and think about things, and sort of at the moment I'm just sort of machine-like as far as building, preparing, trying to get a result, and then you'll review, and then it's all around the preparation for the week to come, and then what will come after that. So unfortunately, I wish I had something more for you, but I'm a bit. I don't know if it's a ruthlessness or I just got a mindset that's just trying to get a job done. It's more like I guess just a workman mindset where I just trying to achieve an assignment, and now it's on to the next one, whatever. When that finishes, and there's time, I imagine I'll think about stuff a bit more. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.